Okay, so let me start the application server. Today we are going to cover the topic for system upgrade, update or upgrade. I think is the font size okay, or is it too small? Should I be? I will do one thing. I will just increase the font size. Okay, so by the time the application starts, let us cover some theoretical part. Okay, now so before understanding upgrading of the system, you have to understand how many components are there which needs to be updated. Okay, can you see the screen in front of you? Okay, so this the
Yes.
left, yeah, the left hand side part that you see over here, this part is your database server. So since we have done a distributed installation, so I'm taking a separate example of the database server and the application server. So this is your database server, and the one on the right hand side, this is your application server. Now what are the components on your database server and what are the components on your application server? Now let us go from the bottom. The first component, the base part of your system is your operating system. Okay, if you see over here, I have not marked it into gray. This is just in white. So it means that we will not cover the OS upgrade part. Means how to upgrade the OS, how to update the patches, and how to do any kind of like RPM upgrade. That is not covered in our part. We will start with the directly. We'll start with the second part, that is your SAP host agent. How to upgrade your SAP host agent. Okay, so what is an SAP host agent? This is a intermediary. This is a middle person between your operating system and your SAP product. A product, when I say product, it can be anything. It can be the application server or it can be the database also. In the database, it means any SAP database. For example, your HANA database, then a Sybase database or MaxDB. So this is your host agent, is the agent which is your intermediary between your operating system and your SAP product. Now on the database side, you have what is your database. This is your database component. This whole is your database component. Your database is divided into two parts. Your database is divided into two parts. I think if you remember, I have shown you the. No, I think it was not covered in basis chapter. It was covered in the database chapter. So it is here in the HANA. Okay, so this is your database. Okay, so your database divided into two parts. One is your the database instance, and the second is your database. Instance is what? It's in the memory. It's the logical or the volatile part of your database. Second, okay, it contains your different services, the name server, index server, compile server, access engine, and the memory structure. For example, table. In the memory it contains your tables, buffers, caches. The second part is your database. Second part is your hard disk, which resides on the hard disk, which is the physical, which resides on the hard disk, and which is the actual physical and non-volatile part. Volatile means after reboot it will go away, it will be erased from the memory at the time of reboot. Non-volatile means even after reboot it will stay there in the hard disk. So what does the database part contain? It contains your data volumes and log segments. Data volumes contains tables, programs, reports, objects, and your log segments contains your SQL queries. Is this part clear?
Yes.
Did you get it? Your
Yeah.
database is divided into two parts. One is the instance, and the second is your database. Okay, your instance is there in your memory. Okay, all the programs, all the binaries, all the scripts, and all the configuration files which are there in your hard disk. It is when you start the instance, it is called inside the memory and executed. All the codes and programs from those binaries and scripts are executed in the memory, and an instance is created. Okay, second part is your database, which contains your data volumes and your log segments. Inside the data volumes, you have the tables, programs, reports, and your different objects. And in the log segments, you have your SQL queries. Now, when you're talking about this part, so here it is. So here the same thing over here. So here you have your instance. Okay, the base part here, this is your instance, or which you can also call as the software. See, you cannot upgrade the services and software which are there in the memory. You cannot upgrade the instance. Okay, so what do you upgrade? You will upgrade the software which is there in the hard disk. Okay, so for example, the version for the HANA 2.0 SPS09, the earlier version was HANA 2.0 SPS09. So you will upgrade the binaries on the hard disk. For example, you will upgrade to SPS0, for example, from 59 to 64, 67, something like that. So then the next time when you start the database, it will start with the upgraded binaries. Okay, so here it is. So that is your instance. How to upgrade your instance? So you upgrade the software. So what software we are using? Something like HANA 2.0 SPS support package stack, then the version, and this is the SPS version, and this is the revision version. So this is then comes your database. So inside your data volumes, you have your ABAP and Java components. Okay, inside the data volumes, you have your ABAP and Java components which are upgraded through either through spam T code, send T code, or through some tool. Am I clear this far? Okay, so can we move forward?
Yes.
Okay, so this was your database part. What are the components that you can upgrade in your database part? And then comes your application part. This is the part where your application server is. So what are the components in your application server that can be upgraded? So first is your host agent. It is there on the database also. It is there on your application server also. So this is your host agent which you can upgrade. Second is your SAP kernel. If you remember, at the time of installing the application server, we have provided the path for the application kernel. So you can also upgrade the SAP kernel. okay, which is something like NetWeaver 7.81, and this is the patch level. Then comes your database client. You can also upgrade your database client. So this is your database client. So it will be something like the database client is similar to your version of your HANA database. So you can see over here, the only addition here is the client part. Otherwise, everything will be the same. SAP HANA 2.0, SPS, and the SPS version and the patch version. Just please give me 1 minute. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so here is it. So these are the parts that you think that you say we can upgrade in our SAP system. Okay, so just for your revision, let me take up the first thing that you can upgrade is your host agent. So this is the host agent. So it will can upgrade into both the parts over here. So it is common for both of them. So you can, this is the SAP host agent which can be upgraded on your database as well as your application server. Okay, then you can also on the database part, you can upgrade your database software. Okay, and then you can also upgrade your, okay, that let me come from the application server. So on the application server, after host agent, you can upgrade your kernel, then your database client, and then in the last comes your components. Yes, is this clear?
Why is database client part of application server? Isn't this a part of database server, right?
No, see, what is the meaning of a client? What do you mean by the client? Yes, any idea?
Yeah, client means to connect to the server, database server.
Connect to the database server. Na? So who needs the client to connect to the database server?
Application needs.
The application is if you install the client on the database server, not on the application server, how will the application server then connect to your database? So the database client has to reside along with your application server. Okay, these are nothing but your database libraries. These which are also called as DBSL, database SQL libraries or something. These are the libraries. So application server uses those libraries to communicate with your database.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the why it is required alongside your application server. Even if you don't install it on your database server, it will not affect it. If you see over here, we have not installed the application, not installed the database client on the database server. Have we?
No, we didn't.
No, we haven't installed the database client on the. We have only installed the server. Okay, the IMDb underscore server, that is the HANA server 2.0. We have not installed the client. We have installed the client on your app on the application server, because from here it is required to connect to your database.
Right. What about the upgrade of this softwares and all in application server?
That will take part. So yeah, so now today that we are going to take part, we will be doing all this upgrade. We will be upgrading the SAP host agent, we'll be upgrading the SAP kernel, we'll be upgrading the database client, and we will be upgrading the components, ABAP components. We'll be upgrading only the ABAP components, not the Java components. So these are the things that we'll cover today. The instance upgrade, the software upgrade is not will not be covered. It is not covered in this application basis batch. Okay, so we are going to cover 1, 2, 3, and the 4 part that we are going to cover today. Okay, so now I think any doubt on this screen?
Okay, but do you have any diagram of like what will be a proper upgrade looks like?
How can you come again? What kind of diagram you are looking for?
Like upgrade of entire application, primary application server, database, like instance, central instance, everything.
Okay, we can do one thing. I think your query is not clear. What you're looking for? I'm not getting what you're looking for. So we'll do one thing. We will start with this practical. Let it complete. At the end of the class, if still you have query, then you can come with me again. Then we'll discuss it at length.
Okay,
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
So this is it. We are going to now. Let me. So these are the upgrades. So here you can see the first thing that we are going to upgrade is the HANA client. Second, we'll be upgrading the SAP host agent. Third, we'll be upgrading the SAP kernel. So three things over here. And fourth, we are going to upgrade the ABAP components. So as I told you, these are the four things that we will be covering today. So let us start with the HANA client. Okay, our application server has started. Okay, now HANA client, the target version. So this is the target version. So before your target version, let us find out what is the current HANA client. How to find the check version before update. So before updating HANA client, you can check the version through this grep full version from this manifest. So if you run this, so you can see what is the version of your HANA client 2.7.16. This is the version of our current HANA client. Okay, is it clear? Now what will be a target version? We'll be upgrading it to client 20, client 2.0 version 10. So it will be, this is your HANA version, HANA 2.0. So this is your HANA version 2. So right now the client that we are using is 7.16. The client that we are using, if you want to cross verify, you can go into your /pkgs directory. In the pkg directory, can you see there are two clients over here? One is this client and the other one is just immediately down to the this one. So this is the client that we had installed during the time of installation. Okay, client 2.0, 7.7 and 16. So this is the client that is currently installed, and this is the client that will be upgrading. So we'll be upgrading this 7.16 to 10.20. Okay, is this clear? Okay, so here the target version, this is the version that we have, we are going to
A
branch.
question, please.
Yes, Guy.
Okay, to upgrade it, we need to download and import it in packages before
What you need to download the packages? Yes. Then.
Okay.
So what is your query, Guy?
My query is, I want to know if before update the software, we need to download and import it in our packages before starting.
Yes, see, when you are going to do an upgrade, the first thing is that you have to find out what is your current version. Then you have to find like what version you want to upgrade to. After deciding the version, then you have to go to the SAP portal. So your SAP portal will be some support.sap.com and the software center. This is the link over here for the software center. So you have to go to the software center. From here, you have to download the packages that you want to upgrade to. Okay, so for example, let me go for the support packages and patches. Here in the category A to Z, you can go for H. H is for HANA. Okay, let me go into SAP HANA 2.0. SAP HANA Platform Edition. Okay, SAP HANA Platform Edition. SAP HANA Platform Edition 2.0. Okay, so here you can find for it. For example, if you're looking for the client tool, so SAP HANA Client, SAP HANA Client 2.0. This is the category SAP HANA Client 2.0. Here you will find all the client for your HANA database. Okay, so this is for your Linux on x86_64-bit. Okay, so this is the latest version. Can you see 13.21? Then before that you have this 12.25. Then 11.20, 10.20. This is the version that will be upgrading to. Yes, is it clear?
Okay, and it is the last version of HANA client, we just choose it as
This
default.
one. This one you mean to say?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so yes, if you want to upgrade to this version, the first thing that you need to do is you need to download it. So for example, if I click on this link, it will start with the download. IMDb, this is ready to download, continue. So now you will see that here from here it will start downloading. See, it has started downloading. Okay, it has started downloading the client of 192 MB. I think it will finish in 5 7 seconds maybe, I think, or 10 seconds. 9 this. Okay, so the download is complete. Now what you need to do, you need to copy this software to your Bayesian host. So in the download section, here's the software. You need to copy it to the Bayesian host. This is my Bayesian host. So I will be copying this software to my Bayesian host in C drive packages. Okay, now it is uploading the package from my laptop, from my PC to my Bayesian host. So by the time it is getting uploaded, let us go and upgrade to the 2.10 version. After that, we'll upgrade to 2.17. 2. That is. So this is the target version. I have downloaded this target version. It is available in my local system server VM. Here is the version which is available. Now this is the current version. I have got the current unexpected error. Okay. Okay, we'll see to it later. So this is the current version. This is the current version of my HANA client 2.7.16. So this is the version. I have got the current version. Now you have to extract the package. How to extract the package? Go into the /pkgs and you can first check this package whether it is proper or not, and then you can extract it. Okay, so I'm going inside this packages, C drive, CD packages. Now I'm in the /packages directory. This is the content of the packages. Now before extracting, if you want, you can run a test on the client. You can run a test on the client's archive. So I'm testing the client archive. Okay, so my client archive is complete. There is no issue with the archive over here. Okay, it's proper. So now I can start with the extraction. After testing it, I can upgrade it. So here I have started upgrading. Okay, what is the issue over here? Cannot create directly SAP HANA client. Okay, I'm with the user S4 ADM user. S4 ADM user doesn't have permission on the /pkgs directory. So let me come out of this here, and now let me again go inside this CD packages and let me do the extraction now. So I have extracted the package with the root user. So the package is extracted now. What you can do, I'm this is the directory which was extracted. If you see, here is a directory, SAP HANA client. So this is the directory which was extracted. Now this directory doesn't contains your client version. Now in case after this, maybe after today, or maybe after day after tomorrow, maybe after 1 week or 1 month or 1 year, if I'm going to upgrade at the next client, then how will I recognize which client version is this one? So that is the reason I am renaming this directory to the relevant name. So I have renamed this directory. Now if you check it, this is the directory over here. IMDb client 20 underscore 10 1020. So I have renamed this directory HANA client directory to by this name, so that in the future it is easy to recognize which version of client is this. Okay, after renaming, so here I have extracted the directory and I have renamed it. Now I have to log in with the SID ADM user. I have to log in, and what I have to do, I have to stop the application server before upgrading before upgrading the HANA client. So here I'm logging with the SID ADM user. After logging, what I'm doing, I am stopping the client. Sorry, I'm stopping the application server. Okay, so my application server is stopped now. I stopped the application server. Now what I need to do, you need to update the HANA client. Now this is the step to update the HANA client. So from within your directory, from within the directory that you extracted, inside that directory, there is a utility, there is a binary called as HDB inst, INST. So this is a utility for upgrading your client using your command line utility. If you want to upgrade using the GUI, then this is the tool for using the upgrading using the GUI. HDB setup. This is for GUI and this is for your command line, and you have to give the path for the HDB client directory which you want to upgrade. Is it clear? So now I am going to
Yes.
run the upgrade. Here I am running this utility HDB ins with the path of the current HANA client directory. Can you see here? It is updating the package. And if you see over here, it has updated, installation done. It is saying installation done. If you want to check the content of this file, you can check using the less command. Okay, you can see the content of this file. Everything here, it is information. Check for error. If you check for information, it will show you for the info. See, all this contains, all these are for the information. Everything is related information. If you want to check for error, you can run error. So see, it didn't find any string with the error. So it means there was no error in the upgrade. So here I have upgraded the HANA client. Now how to check if my upgrade was successful? So if you remember last time when you check the version of the client, it was the version of the client was 2.7.16. This is the version the last time when we checked it. Now let us check the same command again and see what is the version now. Can you see the version now? Yes, everyone.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it has been upgraded. What is that we upgraded to? See, this will remain constant. 2 will not change because this is the version of your HANA database, HANA 2.0. So this is HANA 2 is for your database version. Now, if you see the other version, 10.20. So this is the version that has been upgraded. Previously, it was 7.16. Okay, earlier it was 7.16. After upgrade, it has changed to 10.20. Okay. Now we had downloaded the latest version also, but the problem is we are not able to upgrade it. We are not able to upload it into our Bayesian host. It gave an error. Let me try again. If I can.
It's not a question of size.
It's 192 MB. Why size?
Size of client DB.
It is
HANA
192
client.
MB. Yes, maybe I think it's bigger, so it's not be able to copy it through your this from the RDP from MST from here from a local PC to this Bayesian host. I might have to log in directly in the browser of the Bayesian host and download it over there. It is showing 13 minutes.
Hi, Muzaffar, Sadhna here.
Yes, Sadhna.
So I have a question here. When
Mm-hmm.
we download SAPCAR file, it has
Okay.
some extension also, right, in it.
Uh-huh.
So we cannot run SAP directly /SAPCAR. We need to rename that file, right?
No, it's not like that. That's the extension is to recognize the version of the file.
Yes.
Okay, whether SAP car, this what is the version of this SAP car utility and it is for which operating system, whether it is for Windows, whether it is for Linux, whether it's for AIX, HP UX, any other operating system. So that is for recognizing. Name is not important. You can run // and you can give any name and you can execute that.
Yeah, but recently we tried that, no? So it was not like it was saying SAP car is not found in this directory, and when we renamed it, no, it executed successfully.
There must have been some mistake. You must have been calling it from some other directory, and after renaming might have been you went into the correct directory for renaming, and then we executed it. It was executed. So it is not like that. See, you can let
Okay.
me tell you over here. Now this is my SA CD/PKGS. Okay, here is my SAP car utility. Can you see over here?
Yes.
Now I don't think it will allow me to rename it. Let me check what is the SAP car. Read no. So let me come in the root user. This is my SAP car utility. Let me rename it. Move SAP car. Okay, if I rename it something like that, any names I like. Let me give it like Tata. Okay, I'm giving it something like Tata Ambani. Okay, so here I have renamed this file to Tata Ambani. Now, if you want to /Tata Ambani -tf, and I'm going to test this utility. Can you see? So the name,
Yes.
it has nothing to do with the name. You might have given like maybe you was missing something. Okay, now let me again move it back. Okay, I think it is going to take, okay, again unspecified errors. We are not able to download copy to the Bayesian host. So I think we won't be able to check this the upgrade of your latest version. Okay. Now, if you want to do in your practice, if you want to do it, I will do one thing. I will upgrade. I will upload it onto my Gmail drive, and then I can share the link with you. So you can download. You can directly log in into your Bayesian host and download it on directly on your Bayesian host, and you can do the practice for this version. Okay. So we can only do up till the one which you have available. Okay. Is it clear till now? So after the upgrade, the first thing you need to do is you need to start the application server and check whether everything is okay or not. So we have completed the first part of upgrading the HANA client.
One more question I have.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, yes.
yes. So when we do this HANA client update, like
Mhm,
along with the revision, like when we update that HANA revision, then we have
mhm.
to update the HANA client also, or without that also we need to update.
See, this is not the rule, a hard fast rule that if you're upgrading the HANA database, you need to upgrade the client also, but it's a good practice. So maybe in case if you have upgraded the database software to a latest version, maybe the client is not in at par with your database level. So then you might be it might have some like maybe it might have if not any like bug or something like that, it might have some performance issue. Okay, so it is recommended to upgrade your client. That is it.
Okay, so it's not important, like necessary to do like
No, no,
along
it's
with that.
not necessary. If you after upgrading your HANA database, if you start the application server, it started normally, it is not giving any error, not any dump, then it's okay. No issues with that. No need for upgrade.
Okay.
Okay, so here I have upgraded the HANA client, and you can see my database has started successfully. Okay, my database has started successfully. Okay, so here it is. Now let us take the second part, which is your SAP host agent. How to update your SAP host agent. Okay, similarly, I have downloaded the host agent for you. It is there in your pkgs directory. Let me go back again with the root user because it will give an error. So you can see over here, here is your HANA host agent. This is the host agent that we use to install our application server. Okay, while installing the application server, we use this version, which is that version 50. Okay, version 50. Now we'll be upgrading it to version 54. So here I have, yeah, the latest version, the target version which I have decided is 54. Okay, and I have the target version available with me. So I have downloaded from the SAP portal and I have downloaded into my Bayesian host and I have uploaded it to my application server. So here I have the target version available. Now before upgrading, check the version before update. So how you can you check the version of your SAP host agent? So here is the command for it. You can run this command. You have to run this command with yes, you can do it with root user also. Actually, the upgrade of SAP host agent is to be done with the root user only, huh? Not with the SID ADM user. Okay, so here I am running the version. I'm checking the version. So you can see the version is 7.21 and the patch number, the patch release is 50. Okay, the patch release is 50. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to extract the package, go inside the cd packages directory. I'm already there, and now I can test the package before extracting. If you want, you can test the package before extracting. Okay, so I have tested the package and the package is correct. The package is proper. There is no corruption. There is no issue with the package. So now I can go and I can directly extract the package from here. This is the command to extract the SAP host agent 54 patch level package. So here I am extracting it. Okay, it has been extracted. Where it has been extracted? It has been extracted here in this version. Can you see? This is the new directory. It was not there previously. SAP host agent 54. If you remember previously when we checked, there was just only this two SAP host agent archives. SAP host agent, SAP host agent. There is no directory by the name of SAP host agent. But here after extraction, you can see the SAP host agent directory with the version number also. No need to rename the directory because it already contains the version. Okay, so we have extracted the package. We have got the current version. We have extracted the package. Now we have to upgrade. How to upgrade the package? You have to go inside the directory that you extracted. You have to go inside the 54 version directory that you have extracted. So this is the directory that we have extracted. Inside this directory, you just have to run the SAP host exec minus upgrade command. This is the command for upgrading your SAP host agent. Here I am upgrading my SAP host agent. Can you see it is now stopping the host agent? It is stopping the host agent. Okay, then it is copying the executable, migrating this, and you can see 16 files extracted. So my upgrade is successfully completed. Upgrade is done. There was no error in the upgrade. How can you verify whether the upgrade was done? You can run the version check now. Okay, can you check the version now? It is 7.22. If you see the old version, it was 7.21. The previous release, the previous SAP host agent was the release was 7.21 and the patch number was 50. And the current one what we have done is 7.22. Release is 7.22 and the patch number is 54. Is it clear?
Okay, but one query.
Yes, no problem.
Okay, if update is done, we can delete all version.
From where? From your /pkh directory? Yes, you can delete it.
Yes. Okay.
Those are just the software archives. If you have upgraded, your upgrade was successful, you can delete it from your /pkg directory, and next time and again you need it, you can again download it into your /pkg directory.
Okay.
Okay. So here I have upgraded the SAP host agent. Here I have upgraded the SAP HANA client. Okay. Now let us start with the SAP kernel. This is the most frequent thing that you will come across in your organization. Kernel upgrade, kernel upgrade, kernel upgrade. Many people are very afraid of also doing this kernel upgrade because they have a fear that after doing the upgrade it will not come up. And your fear is not baseless. Yes, there are many occurrences where when you after doing the kernel upgrade, the application server doesn't comes up. Okay, there can be a varied reason for this. Your kernel is not supported, the kernel version is not supported, many different things. But the reason is that if you do it properly, if you do the upgrade, if you follow the upgrade if you follow the steps properly, then you don't have to be then don't have to be afraid of the application server not coming up. Because even if the application server doesn't come up, you can easily revert back to your previous version. You can easily revert back to your previous version. Do you get it? So you have to make your precaution, you have to make your safety that in case if your kernel if your application doesn't comes up after kernel upgrade, you can easily revert back. So if you know how to revert back, how to come back to safety, then there is no reason to be afraid of. Okay, so now let us start with the kernel upgrade over here. So we'll see both the options. We will upgrade the kernel and then we'll also revert back the kernel. Okay, so now where is it? Yes. Okay, so now the kernel upgrade. Now first thing is you have to log in with the SID ADM user. Log in with the SID ADM user. Okay, but here I think I will need to create, okay, resume minus root kernel packages. Extract kernel packages, stop SAP. Let me put it before it because otherwise we will get confused on this. Let me put this step in the starting. So first is that you need to extract the kernel packages. So extract the kernel packages. No need to put the login as root. So directly extract the kernel packages. Then you need to log in with the SID ADM user, check the version before update, stop and start with it. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Let us start with the kernel upgrade. The first thing that you need to do is to extract the kernel packages. What the new version? So if you have to extract. So if you see over here in a directory, in the pkgs directory, if you see the kernel, so we have two kernel directories over here. One is the kernel 7.81.19 patch release PL19 patch level 19, and the other is the same release 7.81. Release is same 7.81 7.81, the same release, but the patch level is 200. This one is 19 and this one is 200. So 19 is that kernel version which we use for installing the application server. So our current kernel version is 19. Okay, and we will be upgrading it to 200 patch level. Okay, so now first thing what you need to do, you need to extract the kernel packages. How will we extract the kernel packages? Go inside this directory. Go inside this directory, cd packages kernel. Let me see ls. So here you can see there are two files over here. One is the db dependent archive and the other is db independent. So this file is common to all the application servers. This file is common to your relevant to your database. So since we have HANA database, this file is for the HANA database. If you have a different database like Sybase, MS SQL or any other, then you need to download the specific database file for this your kernel. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so now what I'm doing over here, I am extracting this both the files. Can you see SAP car minus X? VF. I am extracting both these files. So star.sar means all the .sar. So the extension of these files are .sar. So I am extracting all the files inside this directory into a directory by the name of small exe. By the name of small exe. Okay, I'm extracting this file in this directory. Okay, so let me extract this file. Okay, so it is not able to find SAP car.
Maybe use packages.
It is here behind. I can run it. I'm checking whether should I run it over here or not. So you can run it something like this, // You can run this command using like this. So it will go in the packages directory and it will start the extraction. Okay, so here it is. So here you just have to need to add // I was checking whether I should move the directory exe into the /packages directory or, but this is good, no issues. So here I have extracted the packages. I have extracted both these packages inside exe directory. Okay, now next thing you need to log in with the SID ADM user. Now I'm going to log in with the SID ADM user. Here I have logged in with the SID ADM user. Now check the current kernel version. So this is the command to check your current kernel version. So can you see these two lines? Though this is your release 781. 7.81 is your release. Your patch number PL package level patch level is 19. So this is your current okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So this is your current kernel version. I logged in with the SID user. This is my current kernel version 7.81 underscore 19 patch level 19. Now before upgrading the kernel, what you need to do is you need to stop the application server. Stop the application server. Okay, so is the steps clear? First thing that you need to extract both the files, both the archives. Which one? SAP EXE, which is database independent, and the other one that is SAP EXE and SAP EXE DB, which is database dependent. So SAP exe file will be common for all the application servers, irrespective of the version. It will be related to your SAP kernel release. Okay, the SAP exe file. SAP exe DB is specific to your database. Whatever database you are running, you have to download the SAP exe DB file for that database. Okay, so here my application server has stopped. I stopped the application server. Okay, now what I'm going to do, take the backup of kernel directive. So here what I'm doing, I am taking the backup of my current kernel directory. Can you see the command over here? tar -zcvf inside SAP MNT S4D. I'm taking a backup by the name as exe_781_19. Okay, if you go inside this directory, cd/SAP MNT SID. If I go into SAP MNT SID, so here is the directory. This is the directory of my kernel. Okay, this is the kernel directory for everyone's SAP MNT S4D exe. This is your kernel directory. It contains this is for the Java virtual machine. This is the non-Unicode and this is the Unicode. So this is the directory Unicode. This is the directory which contains all your kernel files. Unicode. Under Unicode, it will be for your architecture. So we are using Linux x86_64. Okay, if you are using Windows, then it will be something different. It will be WinNT. So here under this is the complete path for your Linux kernel. This is the complete path. Okay, this is the base path. This is the base path of your Linux kernel, and this is the complete path of your Linux kernel. If I run ls, so this is all the files for your Linux kernel. These are the files which bring up your database, which stops your which brings up your application, which stops your application, and which is used for maintenance or managing of your application server. Okay, so here it is. So now what I'm doing is that I'm taking a backup of this directory. So where am I now? Here. So I'm yes, I'm here in this location. So this is my exe directory. I will be taking a backup of this exe directory. So I'm going to take a backup by the tar command. I'm going to take a backup by the tar command, but I think tar command. No, we are not going to do it with the tar command. Let me only use the cp command. Cp minus capital R preserve permission, and R is for capital sorry, R is for recursively, and the name of the directory, it will be exe this. Yes, can you see the now the command? I'm only what I'm doing over here is now this has to be my locate target. Okay, sorry for the interruption. So here, can you see over here? Cp minus P, or you can also use instead of A, you can directly use PA. All. So what I'm doing over here, I'm copying this directory, exe directory, to a new directory by the name exe underscore 781.19. Okay, so let me run this command and take a backup of the current kernel directory. Okay, ls command. Can you see it has taken a backup of this exe directory into exe underscore 781 underscore 19? Is it clear till now what we have done?
We need to do this with SID ADM.
See, no, it's not like that. What can you come again? What is your query?
No, I'm saying like we need to follow all these instructions using SID ADM, or can we do it as
Yes,
a
see
root?
here it is given over here. You have to log in with the SID ADM user. So from
Okay.
after this, everything has to be done with the SID. So now here there is only one step in between. Can you see run the SAP root.sh?
Sure.
So here this is only the step which has to be done with the root user.
Okay, fine.
Other everything has to be done with the SID ADM user. Okay, so here now I have copied the drive, taken a backup of the current existing exe directory. I have taken a backup of the current exe directory with by the name as exe and the kernel version. Next step, what we are going to do, overwrite old kernel files with new. Can you get it? Overwrite old kernel files. So what we are doing over here is now we will be overwriting all the files inside this exe directory with the files which are there in the new directory, that is /pkgs /pkgs kernel 781 200 exe. So this is the directory which contains your upgraded disk. This is the files of your upgraded new files. These are the new files. Let me show you once again. ls exe. This is the file which contains your exe uc linux. These are the files which these are your older files. These are your older files, and if you run over here ls, okay, this is your newer files. Can you get it? These are your older files, and this is your newer file. This is your current exe directory which contains the older file. This is your new directory exe which contains the newer file. What you are going to do is that you are copying. You will be copying all these files into this location. Overwriting. You will overwrite all these files over here. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay, so this actually this P is important. Okay, if you I removed this P because this is a preserve permission. I removed this P. I thought it was not required, but when I check the permission, one of these files has a root permission. If you see over here, it has a sticky bit. This file has a sticky bit over here. Okay, so if I don't give that P command, it will be overwritten as this permission S4D and SAP Sys, and this permission will be same as this one. So it will be overwritten with the permission will not be preserved at the time of copying. So that is why I reverted bit back to PR. Okay, so now we have taken a backup. Now what we are going to do is that we are going to again same copy these files from the newer files. Preserve the permission. Let me know, but preserve permission will not work over here because this file contains all the ll/pkgs 100 exe. Okay, these all have the root permission. So no, we don't. CP-R. So what I'm doing over here, I'm copying this file from pkgs kernel 781-200 exe, this location. I'm copying the files from this location. These are the files that I am copying. Okay, so these are the newer files. I'm copying this newer file star to the older location, SAP MNT, SID, EXE, UC, and the Linux x86 I will be overwriting all these newer files on the older files. So let me do it. Okay, it has been overwritten. The files have been overwritten. The last step over here before you can start your application is now you need to run this utility in the new version SAP root.shed, but you have to run it with the root user, not with the SID ADM user. So open another window over here. Here I need to run this command SAP MNT SID EXE UC. This is SAP root.shed and the SID. So here I am executing it. You just have to execute it, nothing else. Okay, so here I am executing it. So this part is done. Now you need to check the version, dispatcher version after update. This was before update. You check this one before update. This is after update. Can you check the version over here? Yes, everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the newer version. So if you want to check the older version, see there are two files, two directives now. This is the current directive, which is your upgraded or the latest kernel version. This is the older kernel version. If you run the same command, okay, the dispatcher plus work command, if you run it from this directory, see, you will get the older version. exe dot slash. Okay, ls_exe_7. So it is under your UC Linux. Here it is, and then the dispatcher. So if you run the same command over here, okay, this is your older version. I am checking the command of my older backup. This is my backup directory. exe781 release and the patch level 19. So from this version, if I'm checking the dispatcher version, it is 7.8119. So PL19, this is from my backup directory, and this version, the current version, this is from my current directory. This is from my current file. This is my current version. Yes, am I clear on this?
Yes. I have one question.
Yes.
You ran something with the root.
Yes, here it
What
is.
does it do actually?
Actually, it sets some sticky bit. If you, I don't know whether you know about these permissions in Linux. There are some special permissions in Linux which are called as sticky bit.
Okay.
Okay, they're called bit per sticky bit. So you have different types. So you have one sticky bit, then you have this SUID, then you have the GID. These are called the sticky permissions.
Okay.
So if you see the permission over here in this current directory. Okay, this is your current directory. This is the directory. This is the older directory. Okay, this is the directory in which you took the backup. So let me check it. ls minus lh exe underscore 781 uc linux x86 underscore 64. Okay, so here if you I showed you over here. See this. No, the permission change over here. The permission change for this has to be a sticky bit permission. Even after doing an cp minus pr, it didn't copy the sticky bit. Okay, it just copied a normal file, like a file. So where is it? IC bone. Here it is. Here the sticky bit was not written over here. So if you want to see the sticky bit, you have to go inside the current directory exe and you see Linux. Okay, can you see over here? There is a S over here in the third position. There is an S, not an X.
That's because we ran that command.
Yes, it's because we ran that command. So this is for your ICM BND, and this is your new file.
Okay.
This is the new file. So if you see when we executed that command, I think we executed here with the root user. So when you executed that command, can you see preparing ICM BND? ICM BND does not exist. Skipped. See, set user ID bit. So I think it is setting the user ID bit for this this utility. This binary. If you want to check the file, you can run ll and this file. Can you check? See, it has run the user s, and the color of this file has become red highlighted.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
So this is the user ID. This is the user bit. This is a user bit. If it comes over in this second position, in this second X, it will be a group ID. And if it comes in the last, if it comes in the last X, it will be a it's called as a sticky bit. So if you check the permission of your / directory, see for your TMP. Can you see for your TMP?
Yeah.
The last is T, not X. And the color of your TMP directory is green highlighted. So it has a sticky bit. It has a sticky bit set on the TMP directory. So what does this mean by sticky bit? It means, see, normally if you see the permission of this directory, can you see the permission of this directory? Read, write X, read X, read X. Can you explain me the permission of this?
I think for user, it got read, write, everything.
No, not the user. Can you see who is the owner? Root is the owner.
Root. Okay.
So for the root user, root can do all the read, write, and execute on this directory.
Right.
Okay. And if you see the RX, okay, what happens in it means the users who under root group. See, there is a group also by the name of root. There is a user, there is also a group by the name as root. So all the users who are member of the root group, they will only have read and execute permission. And same goes with others also. Others means rest of the world. Anyone. So for anyone, the permission is only read and execute. They won't be able to write on this directory, in the USR directory.
Okay.
Write means they won't be able to create any directory or file inside the USR directory. But what happens with this T, with this sticky bit, when you set this T, now it will be, if you see the permission, it is read, write, execute for everyone. Everyone. Okay, but the only catch here is that, for example, in the TMP directory, the SID ADM user, S4D ADM user, if he goes inside the SID TMP directory, if he creates his own directory, okay, that directory will have the permission of the SID ADM user. So any other user, for example, any XYZ ADM user will not be able to go inside the directory or do anything right or change into that directory. So that is your sticky bit. So whoever users create a directory or file in the TMP directory, that permission of that user will stick to that directory or that. I think you're not clear. Let me show you some example. CD/TMP. If you see the permission of the TMP directory, it is open for everyone. It is open for everyone. Okay, now for example, this SID ADM user, he goes inside the TMP directory. Okay, he creates a directory TS test. He creates a directory test. It is allowing him to create the directory. But if you see the permission, can you see the permission of the TST directory? What is the permission?
Yeah.
Okay, it is taking the permission of the user who has created it. And if you see the permission, read, write, execute only for the owner. It has got read, write permission only for read, write,
That's for
execute permission only
ADM.
for the owner, not for the other group and the others.
Yeah,
So
sure.
this is
Group is
the
SAP.
yes, this is because of the sticky bit. For example, I have a directory called pkgs. See, I have a directory called pkgs. Now if you see the permission of pkgs, read, write, execute, and read, execute, read, execute. Now only the root user can create files inside the files and directories inside the pkgs directory. Normal users cannot create because they don't have permission here. So what you can do is that you can give a sticky bit permission on pkgs. Okay, so that inside the directory, whoever user creates a directory or permission will have the ownership of the user who created it. I think it might be some confusing, but actually it's very clear. So
I understood, but it is like, what is the difference between giving 777 permissions and sticky bit?
that is the syntax of giving. For example, if you see over here, this is the permission of pkgs directory. Okay, now if I give it permission chmod, I want to set a sticky bit. So normally what do you do? For example, if you want to set a permission, you run a 3-digit number, for example 777. What it will give? It will give a permission to this pkgs directory for read, write, execute, read, execute, read,
For
execute
user
for
group
all the
others.
users.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody will have permissions inside the files which are inside in the directory. Now, for example, if a ABC user goes inside /pkgs directory, he creates a file, for example, TMP file. Any other user, XYZ user, can go inside the pkgs directory and delete that file because he also has read, write, execute permission. Okay, but instead of that, if you put a sticky bit, so this is how you can still put a sticky bit. You have to put it before the 3-digit 1. So I'm putting a sticky bit here, 1777. So where I'm putting the sticky bit, I'm putting it on the last one, the last X. So it will have a sticky bit. So I'm putting it on the N. If I make it 3, if I make it 4777, then I will be putting a user ID. I will be setting a user ID. If I make it 3777, then it will be a group ID. 1777, it will be a sticky bit. So now if I run this permission, if you execute this permission, and now if you check the permission of /pkgs, can you see?
Okay.
So 777 means, see, 777 means it is open to everyone. Any user can go and create directories inside the pkgs directory, but he can create new directories and files, but he will not be able to modify the directories of other users, and other users will not be able to modify his directories.
Oh,
directories
right.
and files.
Yeah, I understood now.
Okay, here it is. So that is the sticky bit which I have set. Okay, so we have executed this permission. So we have the current version is 7.81/200. So release 7.81, package level 200. Now let me start the application server because that is the final test. If your application server starts, means everything is okay. If it doesn't start, then means it's problem. So here I'm starting my application server. So you can see my ASCS instance has started. Now it is starting my primary application server instance. For the first time, it takes a little time. Okay. For the first time, it takes some time because it is copying the archive, copying the files to other locations also. If you have, for example, if you have 2 or 3 application servers and you are starting after kernel upgrade, if you are starting the application server, the SAP CPE binary, there is a binary called as SAP CPE. This binary will copy the files from this directory from where you have overwritten into other locations of your application server. One important point is that if you have multiple application servers, for example, application, you have additional application server 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. So if you want to upgrade your kernel, you don't have to upgrade on each of this location. You don't have to upgrade in each or go into each of these application servers, additional application servers, and upgrade the kernel. No, you just have to stop all of them at a time. You have to upgrade into the central primary application server instance, and then you can it will be directly when you start the application, it will be copied from the primary application server to the additional application servers. Is it clear?
Yeah. So we don't need to manually copy for each application server,
No,
right?
no, you don't need to do that. It will be
Okay.
done by the SAP CPE directory.
Okay.
Sorry, not SAP CPE directory, SAP CPE binary.
Okay.
Okay, and if you want to see the binary, it is here. It is inside this ls exe uc linux SAP's. Okay, can you see this SAP CPE? This is the binary.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the binary which copies.
Okay.
See, this is the binary SAP CP which copies all the files from your location to your additional application server's location.
Okay.
Okay, so let me check the version from my application server just to make sure everything is now correctly or not. So here I'm logged into my application server. Okay, now go into system status, and there is an option over here called as other kernel information. Now if you go inside this other kernel information, can you see over here the patch level 200? Okay. Yeah, yes everyone, can you see?
Yes.
It has been
Yes.
successfully upgraded. The kernel has been successfully upgraded. You can see it in your application server also. One more thing now, for example, just for example, you upgraded the kernel. When you started the application, it crashed. The start crashed. You are not able to bring up the application after a kernel upgrade. What you are going to do? Simply what you are going to do, you just have to go stop the application, the other binaries of the application. Stop your application. Okay, my application has stopped. Now go inside the directory, which one? SAP MNT SID. So I'm into the directory SAP MNT SID. If you see over here, I have 2 kernel directories. This is my current kernel. That was the upgraded kernel 7.81200 patch level 200. This is my previous kernel. Okay, this is my older kernel. For example, if I upgraded and after upgrading my SAP application didn't started up, it crashed. What you can do is that you just have to rename the current directory exe for exe to exe underscore 781 underscore 200. This is my current version. Is it clear? Can you see? Can you see? I am renaming it to my newer. See, this directory is my current directory, which contains the new kernel version. So I'm renaming it to 200, 7.81 200. Now I have renamed this directory to 7. This is my this was the newer kernel which crashed, or with the application didn't came up. This is my older version. So now rename it back, exe underscore 78119. Rename it back to the exe directory. Rename it back to the exe directory. After renaming it back, just start your application. So this is the way how you can revert your application to your previous version. Yeah, can you see over here SAP CP? I think we missed it. So it started SAP CP for copying the binaries.
Yeah, hi, Mr. Ram here.
Yes, Ram.
So if we look at the screen, so we have message server and NQ server. So on that, so the description is mentioned as NQ server 2. I
Yes.
think previously it was mentioned as NQ server 1, right?
I don't remember it, because I think no, I think it was 2 only. I think it was 2 only. You can go through the recording later, but I think it was 2 only. There's no change. So can you see it? The application has come up with the older kernel also after reverting it back. Okay, after reverting back, if you want to confirm, I will log in into my application server. Okay, now go into system status. Okay, other kernel information. Can you see over here patch level?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone, can you see this?
Yes.
So we have reverted back to our older version. In case if the newer version doesn't work, this is how you can revert back to your older version. This is called as contingency plan. Okay, so if you're doing any changes in the system, you should make way that how to come back. I think everybody have heard about the story of that Hansel and Gretel. Sorry to bring up this. I think most we are now in a very lazy mood. So just to revive a mood. So I think most of you have heard the story about Hansel and Gretel. Have everyone heard about it?
No, Mustafa, I did not.
Okay, so it's a story about two children, Hansel and Gretel. They are brothers and sisters. Now, what happens once their stepfather and mother they decide to leave them in the jungle, leave them in the jungle. Okay, so the night before, when they were hatching the plan, the little girl Gretel, she heard about the plan. So what she did, the next day in the morning, the bread what she got for breakfast, she didn't eat that bread. What she did, she started when they started taking her to the jungle, she started breaking the bread and putting it on the way. Okay, so that she can find her way back to when she's left in the jungle. Do you get it?
Okay.
So by the help of the small breadcrumbs which she left in the path while they were taking her too deep inside the jungle. So after when they left them in the jungle and came back, she used that bread the way she left the breadcrumbs which she left all the way to reach back to her home. So this is how that is called as a contingency plan. In case if something is not going to work, you should have a plan ready. How will I come back to my original position? Okay, so this is called as a backup plan or a contingency plan. So here we had taken the backup of that previous older directory and then we upgraded the kernel. So in case if the kernel upgrade didn't work, we can easily revert back to our older version. That is it.
Okay.
So this is how you can do.
Muzaffar, in
yes,
case
Anna.
in case after kernel upgrade, SAP is not starting. So where the logs are written, is it under the work directory or some other location?
No, under the work directory only. See, work directory. Can you see if you relate the work directory? If you relate the word work and work process, can you relate them? Work and work process.
Yes.
So actually it is not a directory which contains the logs of your working, what work you have done. It contains the logs of the work processes. Do you get it?
Okay.
It contains all the logs of your work process. So anywhere if your work process gives an error, so you have to look inside your work directory for the logs of your work processes. Okay, so this is it. Now let me do one thing. Let me again revert back to my newer version. How we can do it that you just have to stop your application, rename the directory. That is the simple thing. Just stop your running application server and rename the directory back to the new directory back to the name, and it will it will start with the newer version. So we have done till now 3 component upgrades. Okay, the SAP host agent, HANA client, SAP HANA client, and your SAP kernel upgrade. So these are the things, the 3 things that we have done till now. The fourth one, I think we'll take a break of 15 minutes and then we will start with the fourth one, that is your ABAP components.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more queries? Anything?
Yeah, Musaffar, I have one query.
Yes.
So that is not related to our today's topic.
Uh-huh.
So, so DNS server or DNS is
Mm-hmm.
so what we assign a name
Mm-hmm.
for a particular IP address.
Mm-hmm. See,
So,
very simple, very simple. I'm not sure whether the current or existing generation has heard the word something called as about the telephone directory. I don't think a
uh,
current current generation has heard this word. Okay, maybe someone from older one might have heard about. See, normally you have something called as a telephone directory where you have all the telephone numbers and the name of the person to which that telephone number has been assigned. These were
okay,
used to be very fat book, very fat book, and you might have not remembered. I don't think, because earlier time there used to be PCOs. Okay, there were used to be a
yeah,
public call officer, and there was like there was something small PCOs telephone booth also. So
yes,
normally, if you go inside the telephone booth, you can find this telephone directory also. So for example, if you don't remember the name of the number of the person who you have to call, you can look inside the telephone directory. You can search for the name. For example,
uh,
it will start with your name and with your everything with your surname also. So if you're searching for some Ram, then you'll have to go to the Ram R section. In the R section, you have to come to the Ram. Then after Ram, you have to search for Ram Kumar. After Ram Kumar, you have to search for your last name. You will find the Ram. Maybe you will find 3 or 4 numbers with Ram Kumar. So if you're not sure what you will do, you will try each number. Okay, we'll call that number first number 123. Hello, can I speak to Mr. Ram Kumar? This and this. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong number. Then you try the second one. So the reason behind giving you the example is that your DNS server, DNS is same as your telephone directory. So
okay,
against in your telephone directory, against the telephone number, you have the name of the person who owns the number. In your DNS, here you have the name of the IP address and the system to which that IP address has been assigned.
okay. So IP address and the system to the it assigned.
Yes, to the system, to the host name that it has been assigned to.
Okay, okay. So, so what does it mean, like fully qualified domain name?
Fully qualified domain name means your host name plus your domain name. Okay, like for example, my system name is S4H day 1. This is my name. This is my
Okay,
name. My domain name is solutrix.in. So my fully qualified domain name, that the name on the domain, fully qualified domain name will be s4hday1.solutrix.in.
okay, and okay,
Just a minute, someone is there on the door. Just please excuse me for 2 minutes. Huh?
okay.
sorry for the interruption. Yes.
Okay, Muzaffar. So the fully qualified domain name, it's like that. And may I know what is this DNS suffix search list?
The DNS suffix search list. See, I think if you remember at the time by doing the OS setup. Okay, let
Yes,
me
yes.
1 minute. Let me first complete this thing on task. So here I have been. This is my this is the directory, current directory with the older version, and this is the directory with the newer version. So now I'm going to rename this current directory into the one with the patch level 19. Okay, and I will rename the newer version to the exe name.
Okay.
Okay, here is it. So now I have renamed this is the older version and this is my current version. Now let me start my application and check if everything is working or not. Okay. Yes. So by the time it starts, okay, now you tell me what you were saying. DNX suffix.
Yes, Muzaffar.
Yes. So see, if you go into, there's a file here called as resolve.conf. Okay, in the resolve.conf, it contains all the different DNSs by which you can use your name of your SAP your host name to get resolve with. Okay.
Okay.
Now let me try. For example, this is my host name. My host name is this one. This is my host name.
Okay.
Okay, this is my host name. If I ping my host name, okay, ping host name dot this. This is my DNX suffix 1.
Okay.
You can see it is pinging. Can you see?
Okay.
Now if I try my DNA host name, let me try with this second one. Can you see? This is my another DNS name. Can you see it is pinging?
Okay.
Okay. Now let me ping. Okay, this dot. Now I am using Solidus instead of in. I am using com. Can you see?
Yes.
Now can you see what is happening?
Okay. Name or service, not no.
So it is not resolving this name, but if you see, it resolved with both of this name.
Okay.
It resolved with both of this name, but with this name it is not resolving. Now let me do one thing. If I go into this name, etc resolve.conf, okay, let me copy this, take a backup of this. I will comment out this. Let me give some names here, like for example, solutrix.com. Okay, solutrix.com, then microsoft.com, suze.com. Okay, now can you see, if you see my etc resolve.conf, so see, can you see I have added all this solutrix.com, microsoft.com, suze.com. Now if I try to ping hostname dot solutrix.com. No, I think it is still not pinging. Okay, so that was one issue problem. I think maybe this cloud is not allowing it to. Okay, so if you remember, it ping with both of these suffixes.
Okay.
So this is your suffix list. This is your suffix list. This is the one suffix 1. This is suffix 2. Okay, if you check in the Windows system, see open network and settings and all. Okay, if you go into Ethernet, change adapter options, right click, properties.
Okay.
If you go into advanced, here you can see a DNS tab over here.
Okay.
So can you see here over this one, append these DNS suffix in order.
Okay.
So these are the DNS suffixes, and this will contain the list. If you click over here, you can add DNS suffix over here. Okay, and it will search you. For example, if you try to resolve this name S4H Dev 1, it will try to resolve adding all these suffixes one by one.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Any more doubt?
No, Mustafa, that's it.
Okay,
So
then
yesterday what I did now, so yesterday I just installed NetWeaver for practice Oracle on Windows. So and after that I added the DNS suffix. Okay, so I have added a DNS suffix, and after reboot the server is not starting. So and after that I removed the DNS suffix or DNS, and after that it was starting. So something I just messed up with the DNS part. So I just want to make sure that this
see, the
DNS
simple
part.
thing is, see, DNS, if you don't have a DNS, normally if you don't have a DNS, you just have to make an entry in your ATC host file. So the only thing is that you can have any domain name. Even you can have a domain name Microsoft.com also. You should just make an entry into your etc host file and it should be resolvable. That is it.
Okay, but the Microsoft.com is already reserved, right? But for some other.
But for your internal, you're not going to publish it over the internet. If you try going to publish over the internet, then you won't get that URL. But within your network, you can make it Microsoft.com. Anything you can make it.
Okay.
Okay, here I started with the updated patch level. Okay, so we'll meet after 10-15 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So let us now start with the upgrade of the ABAP components. Okay, I hope everyone is aware of the ABAP components. Anyone who doesn't have any idea about the ABAP components? Yes. So everybody knows what is a ABAP component.
Not exactly.
Okay, yes, that is what I want to listen. If you don't know, then you can just be frankly, so I can just explain in detail. Okay, so there should be no shyness in asking, okay, I don't know this, please explain. Okay, so here if you go into the system status, if I go into the product version, see normally what happens, if you see the second tab on this window over here, this is your installed product. Can you see this is your installed product version? So this is the highest level of the product that you installed on your in your application. So what is it? S4HANA on-premise 2020, release 2020. It is in the initial shipment stack. Okay, now it is similar to your Windows installation. See, normally when you do a Windows installation, it doesn't mean that you will get all the software in it. Okay, if you do a Windows installation, will you get the MS Office application? Okay, will you get the Word, Excel, PowerPoint? Will you get something for this your PDF for opening a PDF file? See, there are many things which are not included in that default installation of your, for example, of your Windows operating system. Same comes with your application server also. You have done the installation of S4HANA 2020 application server. Okay, you have done the installation of your application server. Now if you see the details of it, so these are all the ABAP components which were installed by default along with your this product S4HANA 2020. These are all the ABAP components. If you want to see how many ABAP components are there, you can just copy the select this column, Control C, open an Excel sheet, okay, and paste it here. See, I've pasted this here starting from the SAP underscore basis. So the first one is SAP underscore basis up till the last one. The last one is STAPI. So the last one here is STAPI. So how many components we have? 146 components. So there are total 146 ABAP components installed under the product S4HANA 2020. But still many of some of the maybe that functionalities that you're looking for might not come by default. Okay, or maybe some of the functionalities that you're looking for will not be included in the current version of the ABAP component that you installed. So for that, what you need to do, you need to either update your existing support package to get that functionality, or you might need to add, you might need to install the extra software component for getting that additional functionality. For example, if you want to use your BI, business intelligence, if you want to use if you want to install a business intelligence server, BI server, BW server. So what you need to do is that you need to install by default a SAP NetWeaver ABAP application server product. You have to install this product. But when you install this product, you get the basic NetWeaver components. Okay, they are SAP underscore basis, SAP underscore ABA, BW foundation, sorry, GW foundation, and then SAP UI, STPI, STA, ST. So these are the different components that you get by default when you install SAP NetWeaver application, ABAP application server. But by default, you don't get the BI component, which is by the name called as BI content. So if you want to use your NetWeaver server as a BW server, you need to install that additional component to get that functionality. That is a separate installation. You have to install an additional component. You don't have to upgrade any additional component. Okay, so here you can upgrade your additional component, or you can install an additional new component which is called as an add-on. So you can add, or you can install add-ons into your system. You can upgrade your existing system. Is this two comparison clear to you? Yes. Okay, so as you can see from over here, see there are different components over here related to that functionality. For example, if you want something for some functionality related to an insurance, if your company is related to some kind of insurance related service, then you need to have this component, insurance component. Then you have something called as IS oil, ISPRA. These are the different additional IS industry solutions. Okay, other than that, you have different components, S4 core, and then these are all the components related to HR localization. Okay, then you have inside this S4 core, you have functionality related to business, you can say all the core components, the ECC core components, for example, HR, finance, PP, MM. Okay, these are the core components for you. So these all are included in your ABAP components. Now, is it clear with all of you that what are the ABAP components? Okay, so here we have two things over here. First is that these the thing that we are going, these are all related to installation of your components, that is upgrading, sorry, that is related to updating components. Update, you also have something that you need to installation. If you want to install an additional ABAP component, update has to be done using SPAM, software package manager. This is called as a software package manager, or you can, this is from your SPAM T code. This is from your SPAM T code. Then the installation, this has to be done with an SAP add, let me check the T codes, we'll get the full forms from there. SPM, this is SPAM T code. It is support package manager. Sorry, I have made a mistake over here. It's not software package manager, it is support package manager. SUPPORT, support package manager, and this is the T code for it, which is SPAM. Then the next one that you have is Saint. Okay, this is your add-on installation tool. Which is your okay. So if you want to update anything, if you want to update any package above ABAP component, you have to use the SPAM T code for updating. For installation, add-on installation package, you need to use the Saint package. Sorry, Saint T code for installing any add-on. Okay, is it clear till now? Okay, so we are starting with the update over here. So just for your like backup plan. Okay, so here you are not updating any directory, you're not updating any file inside a directory. So you cannot back up the directory. So in case if there is in case if you want to revert back, you can just rename the directory and come back. So here it is not that simple. Okay, because you are not changing anything inside in a directory, you're not renaming or you're not writing new files. What you're doing by updating the software component, web component, is that you are updating that inside the database, inside the table. These all programs, these all ABAP programs or ABAP components are stored as objects within your database, within your database tables. So you are actually updating them inside your database. So that is the reason before starting the upgrade, you need to take a backup of your database. Yes, am I clear on this? You have to take a backup of your database.
Yeah.
So in case if you want to revert back afterwards, if it doesn't work, anything fails, any issues, then what you have to do, you have to restore the backup. You have to restore the backup back. Okay, so first thing that we are going to do is that we are going to take a backup of the database. How you can take a backup of the database? You have to go and you can either take the backup from your command line, or you can open your HANA Studio and you can trigger your backup from HANA Studio. Whatever is easier for you, whatever is convenient to you. Okay, before taking the backup, just check the size, available size in your system, whether you have the proper free space so that you can take backup. So df-h/backup. Okay, so I have only available 38 GB of size. I don't have a, now what will be the size of my backup? I think you can check from the last backup. Okay, I think this is my system. Okay, don't worry. Where will we? Okay, we are taking a backup. So in the system DB, okay, because I need to make some space for taking the backup. So let me come back to my root user. cd/backup du-csh*. Okay, so I have 27 GB in my log directory and 20 GB over here. ls_db_h4d. Okay, this contains my incremental backup. 3rd of July. My last backup was of 74 GB. Current size df-h/backup. I have available 38 GB. Let me do one thing. Let me delete the log files. ls log. I'm deleting all the log files. I'm deleting. Okay, now I have 64 GB of free space. rm-r. Okay, I have around 84 GB of free space. I think that should be enough for the backup. Okay, I think 84 GB should be enough. Let's see. Now let me start my backup over here. Right click, backup and recovery, backup system, backup tenant database, H4D. Next. Backup tenant database, H4D. Okay. Okay, complete data backup. Next and finish. Okay, started a backup. Let me check.
Hi, Muzaffar. I have a question regarding upgrades. Hello.
Yes, Sadhna.
Okay, so why it is necessary to run the sum from primary application server?
Okay, so where is the other place that you can run from? See, I will answer it, but where is the other place that you can run from?
From other application servers, additional application servers.
Okay, see, normally what happens now, it is updated at the, I think it will upgrade the kernel, everything. So for upgrading the kernel, it has to upgrade at the central location. Okay, and normally if you see your SAP MNT directory, the SAP MNT directory is located on your primary application server.
So it is mounted. So I think some should be able to access, no, the mounted.
It is mounted. Yes, it is mounted on other application servers. Do you get my point? It is mounted on other application server, but it exactly originates from your primary application server. So that is the reason you should run it from your primary application server.
Okay, so while upgrade, so the upgrade happens at database level, right? everything happens at database level only. At application level, only kernel upgrade happens.
Yes, kernel upgrade. Maybe if there, I think if the HANA client is also included, it will upgrade the HANA client and also the SAP host agent. This might also get upgraded in your sum depending on your what you selected for the update. Okay, then.
Yes. Okay. And but host agent should be at every server, right? Or it is also mounted.
No, no. See, there are two types of installation for your host agent. No, not for your host agent. Host agent has to be installed on all the servers, not only the application server, but on your database, the DB server also.
Yes, yes.
Even on the DB server, you don't install it manually. It is installed by the HDB LCM utility when installing the HANA database. Okay, now when you're talking about common central, so you can have your HANA client. There are two options of accessing the HANA client. Either you can install the HANA client on all the application servers, or you can install it in a central location so that all the application server can access from the central location. So this central directory will be mounted as an NFS chair on each of the application server.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get my point?
Yes.
So either you can it can be installed on all the application server or in a central directory. The benefit of installing in a central directory is that when you are upgrading the HANA client, you don't have to go on each of your application server and update it manually on each of them. Okay, for example, if you have 10 or 12 application server, then you have to go on each and every application server and update the HANA client manually on all of them, maybe 10 or 12 times. But if you have a central HANA client directory, you just have to update it on the central directory and it will be updated, or it will be like all the application server will access the updated HANA client which is located in the central directory.
Okay. Okay, so there is, I mean, so okay, so from primary application server only we can run. It's mandatory. We cannot run from secondary application server.
Yes, it is what I have done. See, I have not experimented by running it on any additional application server. Okay, but normally we run it from your primary application server only.
All the documentation suggests we should run on, but while running spam or same, we don't choose application server, right? We can take whatever we redirect it to.
Yes, yes. If you log in via the message server, it will redirect you to any of the application server.
Yes.
See, because it has. Yes, yes. Sorry, go on.
So spam or send does the same thing what sum does. So from spam send, there is no limitation. We can run from any of the application server, right?
Yes, let me take your question one by one. First thing, when you say that whatever spam and send do, some also can do, or you compare with the spam, sent, and sum, you find that both are equal. No, both are very different.
No, not the version update, but like component update.
Yes, component upgrade is done in the same thing that is done by your sum. Now, yes, for your spam, see, when you upgrade from your spam, what it does is that it upgrades everything into your database, inside your database. So any application server has access to the database, can directly read and write to the database. So even if you run it on any of the application server, your spam and send doesn't have any restriction for that. Okay. One more thing. One more thing, I don't think that is also a restriction. And if you see it like this, see now, for example, if you have a setup, if you have a landscape, if you have a landscape which say like a HA landscape, if you have an HA landscape where you have your ASCS instance which is separated, which is installed on two servers in an active passive mode. Okay, and now you have your application server separate. So now in that case, your ASCS instance different. Now all of your application servers is like as good as additional application server.
Right.
So now where will you install? Now where will you run your sum? I think you can run it on your any other also. For example, if you have 2-3 application server, you can run it from there. And if you go in cloud environment, if you go in the cloud environment, your /SAP MNT SID directory, your USR SAP SID directory, all we had mounted on the EFS mount point. All directories are coming from the EFS mount point. Okay.
Okay. You're saying that if we have two database, right? Then the primary application server will reside on the node 1. So the sum will upgrade the primary application server, but the secondary additional application servers which are connected to secondary database, how they will be upgraded? That was your question, right?
No. Is that your question? What you mean to say?
Now this just occurred to me actually.
No. See, normally if you have two databases, then they might be like configured in replication, na?
Okay, so by
So
replication,
whatever,
the application components, okay, the
whatever
upgrade
you are
will.
upgrading into database, the primary database, it will be replicated to the secondary database.
Okay. Okay, got it. So then in that case, HANA revision upgrade also do not need to be performed on secondary database?
No, I see. I just, I think you missed the part in the starting, I think.
Yeah, I joined 10 minutes late. I'm sorry. I have some
No
issue
issue,
at
no
my
issue with
home
that.
with my kid. Yeah.
See, if you see over here, system upgrade update, this is the component over here. See, I showed over you over here, like these are your components for your upgrade now. See, if you see the database part, can you see the database part?
Yes.
So here you have two things. You have your data volumes, okay, which is your database, and the second thing that you have is your instance. What is your instance? This is a software. Okay, your instance is your software. The software for HANA database resides under /HANA shared. Okay, and your database, these are your data volumes and your log segments. When you upgrade the ABAP components on your primary database, those are replicated towards you in your secondary database inside the data volumes.
Okay.
But when you upgrade the software, see, it is upgraded on the system itself. How will it will not replicate the software on the secondary?
Yeah, I got your point.
So you have to upgrade the database software on both or not both or as many as number of systems that you have.
Okay, so let me say it again. Maybe like suggest me if I'm wrong. So the software update is considered as data volume, so that's why it gets replicated to secondary also. But
no,
revision
upgrade,
is.
See, you said software upgrade.
No. I mean, sorry, SAP application upgrade.
Yeah, ABAP components upgrade. Yes.
So that is termed as data volume. So that the data that will go to secondary database along with the data replication.
ABAP components reside inside the database in their tables.
Right.
Okay, so if you update the ABAP components, your database, all the tables inside your database are updated. So whatever upgrade is done inside the database, it will be replicated to the secondary side.
Got it. And then this HANA revision is a software version, so
yeah,
it
that
cannot
is a software upgrade. Again, there you have two things. Okay, what here is that? See, for example, if you have a multi-node installation, multi-host installation. Okay, in that case, the similar feature that I explained about the client, you can have a central directory for your client, HANA client. So you don't have to install, don't have to upgrade the HANA client on each of every of your application server. In similar manner, see, if you see the directory /HANA shared, if you see the name shared, it means you can use this as a shared directory. So in case if you have a multi-host installation, if for example you have 4 systems for your HANA database, you have a HANA database which is you can say spread over 4 systems.
Yeah. So file systems are shared in
So in that case, you can have a common shared directory /HANA shared directory will be mounted on each of these all the multiple hosts of your HANA database. So in that case also, if you upgrade the software in one location, it is as good as that it will be upgraded in the central directory, and all the different hosts will be able to get the updated this one. So that is your shared software where where it is upgraded in the central directory. But in case of a DR, you will not have this /HANA shared directory as a shared in the DR location. So there you have to upgrade the software manually on both the locations. Okay, and the thing is that you have to first upgrade the DR, then you have to upgrade the primary. Okay, because there's a condition that your DR software, the DR software should be either equal to your primary, or it can be above. It can be at a higher level or equal level. It should be equal level, or it can be at a higher level of your primary. So if you upgrade your primary before, your secondary goes in the lower level.
Yeah. So first we
you
need
have to
to
upgrade your
upgrade
DR.
secondary.
Your DR will be
Yes.
upgraded first. All the binaries will be upgraded first, and then you have to upgrade your primary.
Okay. Okay. One more thing. So
Yes.
maybe it's not relevant for this. I mean,
Hmm.
actually, your database class, no. So it becomes too much if we join after that also, like from 6:30 to 9 also. So I mean, so how long this S4 HANA class is will be going on? Like how
Maybe
much
I
classes
think
are pending?
two or three more sessions. We have one additional application server topic left. Then I'm planning to take up this monitoring and this one user administration. So this I think additional application server monitoring and this one user administration. So these are the three topics that are remaining. I'm also planning to include one troubleshooting topic also. So
Okay.
what I'm planning is that to accommodate into like maybe I think with the additional application server installation, I will I will include I'll combine it with the user administration or maybe the this one monitoring session, and the other one I might take with troubleshooting and then this one user administration. That is, so maybe minimum two sessions are left, and maybe if you need for we can have one additional session which it will be like a free session, open session. If you have any
Oh,
queries regarding the classes, what you have done, any practicals before that, we can have a discussion in that additional session on that. That is it.
okay. Okay.
I think two or three sessions are remaining for that. And okay, just for if you're reminded, is that next week we might not have a class for this basis class because I might have to go for my house shifting. I have a shifting coming around. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
if it comes around in next weekend, then we might not have the class. It's not confirmed yet. I will inform you in advance.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now let us take up this. We have what we have done. We have taken a backup of our database. Okay, so here we can confirm that the backup is successful for 4 volumes of backup finished close. I think the database size was 81 GB. It was very cut to cut. If you see df minus s slash backup, I think only 4 GB of space, 3 GB of space is remaining. Okay, so now let us this database backup part was completed. We have taken a backup of the database. Next, what we will do, extract the packages that we want to update. Where are these packages? It is under set pkgs support packages. Now if you go under pkgs ls, not ls, pwd cd slash pkgs support packages, there is a directory called a support packages. It was downloaded when you downloaded the application server at the start, before at the time of installing your before installing your application server. When you use the az copy utility to download the software, everything came along with that. So this is the thing that you are going to upgrade. These are the packages that you will needing to upgrade. So this you can see, you can identify from here. This is a package for HTPI. This is just a information file. This is not a package. If you see over here, if you see the content of this file, it will just contain the text. So it will just contain what is the package, HTPI package 740 release and the service pack 0014. So this file without the extension, the file without the extension, it only contains text, some description about the package. So where is the package? This is the package, the one with the .sar extension. This is the package which contains your upgrade support package, and this is the file with the description. Okay, so this is the file for your HTPI. Okay, again then you have, this is for your version C014 S40. This is for 7.440 release, and 14, this is for 14, this is for 15, and this is for 16. Okay, then if you see over here, this is package for your SAP basis. Now okay, sorry, let me show you over here. If you check in your system status HTPI, can you see 740 release is 740, and the SP level is installed up till 13. SP13 we have installed up till SP13. So that is the reason we have these three files which is above the existing install. So we have for 14, 15 and 16, three support packages for HTPI. Then you have for SAP basis. SAP basis, what you have, 7.50 7.55, and it is starting from 0.1. Now if you check in the system, your current SAP basis release is 7.55 with the SP level at base. It is the initial shipment level 000. No SP has been installed yet, so it is at the 00 level. Release is 7.55. So if you check your system, we have the packages available from 0.1. Okay, 0.1 for SAP Basis, 0.1 for BW, 0.1 for GW Foundation, 0.1 for GUI. Again, so these are the 1, 2, 3, 4 packages. So if you see over SAP Basis, SAP GW, SAP UI, SAP Basis, SAP BW, SAP GW Foundation. Okay, and the last one here it is SAP UI. Basis, BW, GW, UI. SAP Basis, BW, GW, UI. These are the packages here. I think you will have for AB also. Okay, here is the package for ABA, because these are all the release 7.55. These are all the release 7.55. You can see 7.55, 7.55, 7.55, 7.55. So you will find it together. This ABA is 7.5F. Okay, so you will find it in the end here or somewhere. So here you can see here it is starting, it is from 7.5. Again, if you see the base release of your system, it is at 00. Okay, is at 00. So here you have starting from, in your system, you have starting from 01. Okay, 01, 02, 03 up till 03. So you have package available for ABA up till 03. And also for basis you have 01. This is 01. Then again this is for basis 02. Let me just ls minus l star SAP. Okay, so how many package you have? 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3 for basis. Similarly, you have 0, 1, 2, 3 for BW. Similarly, 1, 2, 3 for GW, SAP UI. Okay, these are all same. And this is for your SAP UI. This is also SAP UI starts from, see, it starts from 03. Let me check in the system. SAP UI package. Okay. Okay, sorry. It is here from here SAP UI. It is here from 01, S01 SAP UI. Okay, so SAP UI package you have available from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The rest of the packages are only available from 1, 2, and 3. Is it clear? Any doubt on this? See, these are the current web components which are installed in your application server. Okay, if you see the basis package, it is up release, it is installed up to release 7.55 and initial level, initial shipment level. If you check over here, it was installed for your initial shipment stack. It means there were no support components installed. You can see these are all on the base level 000. So after this, we have these packages available for basis GWA for 01, 02, 03. Only for UI you have available up till 04 and 05. This package KD, this package is for your spam. What is your version of your spam? If you see the version of your spam, so this is the version of your spam which is at 7.550075. So your version, your SP level of your spam is 75. If you check here in the KD, so you have available 76 and 77. So you can upgrade your spam from here. You can upgrade your spam 76, 77, 78, and 79. And this is for your KIT AB. I think this is KIT AB is for yes, your KIT AB. I think it is for this one. SAP A. This one. I think it is for ST API. STPI, and this is for your STAPI. I hope is that clear. Any doubt till now? Yes, anybody there?
No doubt. I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. We have to upgrade S4 HANA. So I'm talking about upgrade. Okay, so let's say I have to we have to upgrade S4 HANA from 1809 to 2021. Okay,
That is
so
different. See, that is we are not covering here. We are only covering small level upgrades, small jumps, small packages update. If you are what you are asking is a
yes,
stack
I'm
upgrade.
asking
Yes, you are
version
asking
upgrade.
about a version upgrade. So that you can only go through some. It cannot be done through
Yes,
spam
yes.
and saint.
Right, right. So my question is about the software packages. Okay. So, so do we need to download 1909, 2020, and 2021, or we can directly download 2021 and it will upgrade
What you will upgrade for 2021?
all the components?
No, no, I didn't get your point. Can you come again?
Okay, we have to upgrade from 1809 to 2021.
Okay,
Okay,
yes.
the S4 HANA. So it will contain all the components. Like we are upgrading the complete software, so it will contain all the components. So all the components, do we need to like take the packages first 1909, 2020, and 2021, or only 2021 will work?
Yes, let me come to on this point. See, I was covering this point after this over here. What you are asking is about cumulative upgrade and direct upgrade.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so
I
now
was not
what?
getting the word, but yes,
So
right.
cumulative upgrade and direct upgrade. See, now we have upgraded till now we have upgraded host agent and then the kernel version
Kernel,
and then
yes,
the if you see the versions that we have upgraded, if you see the version, see can you hear our current version when we upgraded the host agent it was 50
yes,
and we directly upgraded 54.
correct.
We didn't upgrade it 51, 52, 53. We directly jumped from 50 to 54. So it's a
Right,
direct upgrade. If even if you see for the HANA client, we upgraded from 7.16 directly to 1020.
correct.
Kernel version also we upgraded from 7.8119 package level 19 directly to package level 200. Okay, so these are direct upgrades. You don't need to go from, these are not cumulative upgrade. Cumulative upgrade means in here in the ABAP components are cumulative upgrade. Cumulative upgrade means you cannot directly jump from one package, one release, one version to the direct to the target next version. You have to install all the intermediary releases which were released for all the support packages. For example, just a simple example here it is. If you see in my directory over here, see this is the SAP basis package. This is the package for 01 7.5501 and this is for sorry, this is for 01, this is for 02, this is for 03. So why did I downloaded all these packages 01 and 02? I could have downloaded direct only 3 and directly jump to 03 na?
Right.
No, but these all packages are in series. So you have to upgrade that in cumulative or you have to upgrade in series. If you miss any of the in between series, you will not be, you will only be upgrade to where the link is broken. Okay, for example, you are on the release pack 0, you are on the base package 0, support package 0. Now you have a total release up till 14 available. Support packages, a version 14 is available. You have downloaded all the support packages. Now, for example, your support package 10 got corrupted. Your support package 10 got corrupted. So you cannot install up till 14 because you can only install up till 14 till where you have the correct all the packages available, consistent packages available.
Okay.
Okay, so that is it.
Yeah, so they are cumulative. That is the
yes,
okay.
and this version, what is it? Your spam update. Your
Yes.
this package contains the update for both of your program, spam as well as saint.
Saint,
You
yes.
don't need to upgrade them separately. You just upgrade this package, both of the program will get updated, and second, those are not cumulative upgrade. So if you see on a system our current package is at 75, I can directly jump and I can directly install it to direct the latest version 78 or 79. Okay, I can directly jump and install it to the 78 or 79. I don't need to install this middle one. This I've just installed for your reference. In case if you want to do multiple upgrade, you can first install 76, then 77, then 78. So your spam update is not cumulative. You can do a direct upgrade. Is that clear?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. So now second thing comes about your how to upload. Now what you have uploaded over here, we have you have downloaded all these packages, but these are SAR archives. Okay, these are compressed, these are archive files. It cannot be directly like recognized by the application server. First you have to extract them. You have to extract them. When you extract the SAR file, for example this SAR file, the kernel SAR file. Okay, now if I try to SAP car minus TF and you check the content of this file, so this is the content of this file. Okay, can you see this is a pad file? This is the content which is recognized by your application or the kernel. You cannot give this SAR file and you can start the upgrade. So first you have to extract it. Whatever packages you download from SAP portal, you have to extract it. First step. Now what you can extract in different methods. There are actually 3 methods that you can do it. So how you can do it? For example, this is your SAP spam code. Now if you go into support packages, load packages, see you have 3 options over here. One option it says SAP SAR archive from front end. Front end means what is your front end?
From local desktop.
Yes, from the system from where you are accessing your application server. That is your every system where the PC where your SAP GUI is installed. Do you get it? The PC, the desktop or laptop from where your SAP GUI is installed, that is your presentation system, front end system. So you can directly load the archive from your front end system. Okay, second option, you can use the SAP archive from your application server. And the third option is EPS file. Now what is the difference between all this? Let me show you one example for this SAP archive from front end. If you click on this, this method is only recommended for archive files which are smaller in sizes, not bigger sizes. See SAP, if you see the sizes for your basis packages, can you see the size for your if you see the size for your basis package, these are big packages. The basis package, if you see 108 MB, 203 MB, 79 MB, for this kind of packages, using this approach is not recommended from your front end server, uploading bigger file directly into application server. Because if you have a slow network connection, if anything gets interrupted, your file will the copy will get interrupted. So this is only used for smaller files. You can say some files which are, you can say, allowed to 1 or 2 MB or maybe less than 10 MB. It will give you an information. Let me try to upload any file. Let me go into this PC, C drive packages. Inside C drive packages, no, I don't have this. I think afterwards I have uploaded that. Let me check in my training system. D drive, TMP, packages, SAP downloads, SBAP components, KD. So these are my files for my. So let me directly take the 79 one. I'm copying the file size is around 9.7 MB. I'm directly copying into my Bayesian host in my CD packages directory folder, whatever. So I downloaded this file. Just for example, I downloaded this file from SAP portal, and now I'm moving, or I download directly on my Bayesian host. So from the Bayesian host, I will try to upload it to my application server and then update my support spam program. Okay, so here is my file, KD file. This is for my spam package. Now you can see it is the files over here. So I'm selecting this file and I'm clicking on open. Okay, this system is trying to access the file. Allow. Now it is trying to copy that file. Can you see result of the signature stack? So it is now signature was verified. This is the content of the file, the pad file which is there inside this file, and it will be in your application server. It will be extracted in this location. USR SAP transport directory EPS electronic parcel service EIN is for inbox. Is the short for inbox. So it will be extracted in this location. There is also a signature.smf file which will be extracted in your USR SAP trans directory. The total size of this file is around, you can say 10,497 KB. So now I am decompressing it. Okay, you can see in the status bar file KD75579 dots are sent, decompressed, and then deleted. What it did over here, I forgot to show you the directory over here. What it did was that if you check this directory USR SAP trans EPS inbox, if you check this directory, you can see these files over here. These are the files for your, this is the file for your Arabic language. This was the file for your Arabic language, ls-lh. Okay, this is the file for your Arabic language. This was done on October 8th. See, this is the file for your today, July 10. This is the file which was uploaded today. So if you see the message here, this is showing as KD sent, decompress and deleted. So this is the file which was uploaded to your system in the USR SAP trans EPS in directory. So this is the file. So now it has been uploaded in your directory. Okay, now once it is uploaded in your directory, what you can do is that you can directly go, okay, after upload, you can directly go and you can click on import spam and send upgrade. You can directly import it now, but you can see this option is not enabled over here. This option is not enabled. I'm not able to import even after copying, uploading my latest file, even after uploading the archive on my application server, I'm not able to import. The reason is that you can only import, or you can only upgrade your or install additional add-on packages from your 000 client. You cannot do it from any other client. Everything, all your upgrade, everything has to be done from your 000 client. Okay, I think I've said you before also, for your STMS configuration also. Your STMS configuration also has to be done from your 000 client. And this is the second thing, STMS configuration, and second, installation of your ABAP components, upgrade of your ABAP SP support packages, and installation of add-ons, all has to be done from your 000 client. Okay, now let me run spam. Now I have run spam. And now let me check support packages. Can you see over here, import spam send update? It is now highlighted. In my other client, it was not highlighted. Okay, so first thing is this you have to just bear in mind. You can only update and install the support packages or add-on components from your 000 client. And that also, for this, you have to use the non-SAP user. Non-SAP standard user means you should not use SAP star or DDIC. So here I'm clicking import spam send update. Now it will update. You can see the current version of mine is 75. The spam send update, see, it is giving you the version SAP KD75579 is being imported. To avoid known problems, read SAP note 2706452. Just click on import. Okay, now you can see the import has started. You can see the import has started. If you want to monitor your import, I think I shared a script with you. If you go into the config sheet under the language pack, see, this is the script to monitor your import into your database. Any import into your database, you can monitor with this script. Now come over here in your Bayesian host, come over here. I'm coming in the root user. I'm running this script. Okay, I think you can see there is something moving on. Okay, can you see over here? There's a file created, SAP KHD 75579. This is the version that we are updating. It is in the temp directory. So you can see some updates are going on. It is more, so you can see some movement. You can also see inside your USR SAP trans log directory. You can see this file is continuously being updated. This is your user file. This is your system file. And you can see there is a file for this. And if you see over here, see this is the latest package which is being updated. SAP KD 7.5579. If you see the time over here, this is today's date, 2022 July 10. If you see the time, 5:27, 5 hours 20 minutes 7 seconds. So if you see the current time, it is 5:21. So it started at 5 hours and 20 minutes. So I think 1 minute before it started. In here, from spam T code, you will not see greater details from here. Okay, you will just see here it is your DD import. The current step it is doing is DD import. What is DD doing in DD import? You can only see it from your command line. Okay, you can see here, see DD import. The current latest step it is has started DD import. This is the latest step which is going on. And you can see the update. You can see the movements here in the USR SAP TMP directory. Okay, can you see over here the DD import stop? So this phase completed. The DD import phase has completed. It started the DD activation phase. So here we can monitor the phases. So the last, if you remember, the last it started the DD import. Now it stopped the DD import, and now it has started. These are timings you can see. It started the DD import at 5 hours 20 minutes. It's completed at 5 hours 23 minutes, and then it started the. Now see it has started the DD activation. I think it is almost complete now. Once you see this one, this move name tapes. I think this is I think no, it is not completed yet. Move name tapes is going on. Main import. Now it has started with the main import. So normally this spam upgrade not takes more than like 8 to 10 minutes. Maybe you can take it as like 10 minutes. So it takes around 10 minutes for the upgrade. Okay, if you see the biggest sizes for your upgrade is for your the LS minus LH. So if you see the sizes over here, I think the biggest sizes is for your SAP Basis. If you can see 108 MB, 89 MB, these are your biggest upgrades. These take longer times. Your SAP Basis, SAP SAP UI. Okay, SAP Basis, SAP UI. Then here you can see 577 MB SAP UI, 575 MB. So these packages normally takes more time. The bigger the size, the more time it will take. SAP UI package. Main import. Okay, now it has started TBATG. Execution of reports. This is the one of the last steps. Execution of reports after put. So it is now in the final stages. Okay, I think it has stopped. Can you see? It has stopped now. No more updates. So it has stopped means now you can go and check in your SAP GUI. See, end of import finish with return code 4. TP user check. Okay, now it is almost in the final stage. Can you see restart spam and read the current information button? Okay, now again start your spam. Now can you see the version? Can you see the version over here in the titles below the icon bar? 7.55 and
Yes.
7. So you can see over here your spam has been updated, and once you update your spam, it will also update your sent also, because both of them are the same. If you check the version for sent, you can see both are same. So here you have updated your, so when you do the upgrade from your this one spam and send, so the best recommended option is to first upgrade your spam program, because this is the program which will be updating your different ABAP components. So first upgrade your this spam program, spam and send, and then you can upgrade your other support packages. Okay, so now we have upgraded the spam. Now let us go for the other upgrade. So now you have the second two options here now. SAP archive from front end, SAP archive from application server, EPS files from EBXO. Now what is that it is asking if you don't know how to extract, or if you don't want to extract it. So what is say if you click on this second option, see what it's asking you, path to the download directory. And what is the directory? USR SAP trans EPS download directory. Now what is it saying? If you don't want to extract it, download all the packages from your SAP portal and copy it into this location. Copy it into this location. If you go in the OS level, you will not find this directory. If you go in the OS level, ls/usr SAP trans EPS, so you will not find the download directory over here. So what you have to do is that you have to create that directory, and where you have your packages, I have my packages here, pkgs support packages. These are all my support packages. So what it is asking, create a download directory under this directory USR SAP trans EPS, then copy all these files from wherever you have downloaded into the download directory. After doing it, when you here click on yes, what it will do, it will extract all the SAR archives which are there in this download directory into your EPS inbox directory. It will extract and it will put all the extracted files into that EPS inbox directory. But this is an additional task. You have to create the directory, copy the files from your packages, support packages to that directory, and then it will extract. So better we are not going to take this approach. What we are going to do is that we will manually extract this file. How are you going to extract this file? See, if you come over here, extract packages. So this is a command. You can directly extract these packages. You can go inside this directory. I'm already inside this directory. So after this, I can just run the SAP car command star.sr in single quotes. And where I'm extracting it, USR SAP trans directory. I am extracting all this archive, extracting all these SAR files into your EPS inbox. If you see the current content of your EPS inbox, ls-ltr /usr SAP trans EPS in. This is a current file. Okay, can you see I put it on the watch? Now I'm running the command from here, SAP. Now see, now monitor from here. Can you see? You will see new files coming over here in the inbox directory. So it is, you are extracting all the files from your /pkg support pack directory into this location. So this, all this pat file, all this pat file are extracted from those SAR archives. Here 13 files extracted, 14, 16, 20, 26, 28, 30, 32 files extracted. Okay, so all the files, 34 files have been extracted. If you see in your inbox directory, all the 34 files have been extracted over here. Now the remaining thing, now only thing is left is to inform your application server that you have extracted the SAR archives into your inbox directory. So how will you inform the application server? You have to click on support packages, load packages from EPS files from application server. You have to tell your application server search for the SAR files, search for the files in your EPS location. Okay, EPS location. So click over here. Path of EPS inbox. Can you see USR SAP trans EPS inbox? It will, do you want to upload OCS packages from the EPS inbox? So it will look into this directory. If you find this, if you find the file over here, it will only upload that file. It will only upload its table. Okay, these files are there in this file. It will not import them. It will not import them. So let me click on yes. When you click on yes, see, it will just give you a look, give you a list whatever files were uploaded successfully. If you see this one, OCS file already exists in inbox. This was the previous file. If you see, this is the KD file. This is your KD file. Your what is this is your spam file. So it was already existing in your EPS inbox file. So this was not updated. Only other files were updated. Now how to check what new packages have been uploaded in the system? You can go into new support packages, display. Here you can see the list of the new support packages. These packages have not been yet installed or applied or imported into the system. It is just showing you the list that these are the new packages which you have uploaded in your inbox directory. These can be installed inside your database. These all support packages, these all ABAP components can be uploaded. Can you see under the category SAP Basis? So you can upload up till this is for 01. See, you can see that 01. You can see all the, you can see the conditions. Can you see the condition? This condition is met, prerequisite fulfilled, prerequisite fulfilled. If you see the this one, prerequisite has to be checked in more detail. Okay, if you click over here, see what it is asking. OCR EPS file will expand version 73. Okay, this is not a click on the equal to sign. No, I think it doesn't okay, it is asking you for this package GW Foundation. So this has to be installed. GW Foundation, then the SAP UI. These are the dependent packages. If you go on the second one, it is also asking for you the 01 package. This is a 02 package. SAP Basis 7.5502 support package, SP02. So SP02 has a dependency on 01, SP01. Also, it has a dependency on these all packages for this GW Foundation and SAP UI. You can check for the basis packages. Can you see in the basis packages you have a dependency? In the ABA package, SAP underscore ABA, for this component has a dependency on the SAP Basis component. So if you want to update this SAP Basis, you have to first update the SAP Basis component. You can either update it before SAP underscore ABA, or you can jointly start the upgrade. Okay, you can jointly start the upgrade also. You have an option of that also. Now if you check for the Gateway Foundation, see, this is met. Can you see? If you want to install the Gateway Foundation, this condition is met. You can directly and go ahead and install the Gateway Foundation. If you check for other one, you can see it has a dependency. It says, okay, this is met. Then you have to install the GW01, SP01, then only you can install 02. This is for your SAP user interface UI. This is your STPI packages. Okay, the STPI packages are smaller in size. For a testing, we can install this package. If you check for the STPI, you can see all the conditions are met. All the conditions are met for the STPI package. This is for the BW. If you check the condition, okay, you need to install SAP underscore ABA for installing, for updating your BW software component. Okay, then for example, STAPI if you see, okay, there is also no component, there is no dependency for STAPI. You can directly go and update STPI. So your STAPI and STPI, these are the component that doesn't have any dependency. You can directly go and you can install them. Yes, is it clear? Any doubts till now? Okay, before you start the upgrade, increase the number of parallel processes so that you can just have a better performance while upgrading. So what I'm doing is that I'm setting the number to 5. How you can do that? Go into spam. You have to go into spam, extras settings. You have to go into spam extras menu settings 5. Change this option to 5. Parallel import. Can you see this option? Number of parallel processes per R3 trans. Number of parallel processes per R3 trans. So change it to 5. Okay, change it to 5 and okay. I have changed the number of processes for R3 trans. Okay, settings are updated. Just make sure it is updated. Yes, it is updated. Now you can start the upgrade. So now first I will upgrade the STAPI. Sorry, STPI. First I will upgrade STPI. Okay, load packages. We have already done this from the APS inbox. We have already imported spam and sent. We have updated spam and sent package. New support packages. We have clicked on the confirm. Okay, now you have to confirm the queue. Go inside this one, new support packages. Come down to this STPI. So you can install these STPI packages one by one, or you can directly click on the last package. Under this STPI category ABAP component, you can click on the last version. So this is the version 16. You can click on it and you can click on the queue. Calculate queue. Click on calculate queue. These 3 packages, you can see these 3 packages will be put in the import queue. These 3 packages over here, it will be put in the import queue. Okay. Can you see new? Do you want to add modification, adjustment, transfer to the queue? No. Now, if you see over here, if you see the queue or the packages that you selected, the STPI packages have now been added in the queue. If you want to see the queue, you can click on display. You can see the 3 packages STPI from 14, 15, and 16. These have been added in the import queue. Now you can start your import by clicking on this import icon, the truck icon. By clicking on the truck icon, you can start importing of these 3 ABAP components or support packages inside your database. I'm clicking on import queue. So again, just click on OK. So is it giving an option? Just click on yes. You can see it has started the upgrade. You can monitor. Okay. There is no sign manifest. You can just click on ignore. Okay. Now it has started the upgrade. Now if you come over here, you can monitor it from here. Okay, same script, you can monitor it from here. Okay, it has started the command import. It has started, it has stopped also. Okay, it will read each and every support, it will read each and every file. All the SP files, the support packages, it will read all these files. We have done till here. We have started the import queue. So actually, it is not done. It is in process. So we have started to import the queue. Here you can see it has started importing the queue. Now this may take some time. Maybe I think it will take half an hour or something for doing the importing of this support packages inside your database. Okay, can you see here? It has started the DD import, data dictionary import. It has started the data dictionary import. Okay, it has started the data dictionary import. So these are the different import phases. As a interview question, I think they can ask you about it. What are the different import phases? So you can, if you want, you can just memorize these different phases. This is DD import, and then main import, move name tabs, DD activation. There is something called DD activation also, data dictionary activation. So these are the different steps for your upgrade. Okay, DD activation. After DD import stopped, finish, you started with the DD activation, data dictionary activation. Okay, now the next step, you see it has the moon name tabs. This is also one of the phase, moon name tabs. It completed moon name tabs. After that, it started with main import. So this is your main, or you can say the critical or important phase of your update, main import. Okay, let it run, and I will just I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, yeah, everyone. Salesh, we will complete this and then we'll look into your issue. Okay?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you can see over here, your queue has been imported successfully. Now I can check over here. This part has been done. The import part has completed successfully. The queue has imported successfully. Click on OK. Now after clicking, it is not directly. It is saying you have to confirm the queue. You have to tell them that everything was imported successfully. You have to click on support packages and you have to click on confirm. Support packages, confirm. Once you click on confirm, okay, you spam support packages, confirm. Okay, spam support packages, confirm. Here you have to click on confirm. Do you have, if you want to, if the import of OCS package was successfully finished during the import of the OCS queue, data about the import process were collected. This choose send to open a feedback from this. Don't just click on do not send. You can see the green mark over here. It means your queue has been successfully imported. Now, if you go, if first thing, if you go and in the display over here, we will not find the STPI packages in the list. Can you see? Earlier there was the 3 packages for your STPI support packages, but now it has it is removed from the list, because if you check over here, if you go in the imported support packages like display, here you will find the imported in this imported list. You will find the STPI support packages. This is for Basis, ABAP, GW, SAP UI, STPI. Can you see this is STPI packages? So if you check for the date, okay, can you see 14, 15, 16? These are the 3 packages that we imported today. Okay, I think there should be a date also. They are not giving the date. Okay, sorry, here it is the date. Can you see? So this one was imported on 10th of July 2022, 5:50. This one is 5:50:54, and this one, the last one, okay, this one is at 5:52:53, 54, 52 second, 5:50, 52 second, 53 second, 54 second. So these are the packages which were imported today. It will be removed from the import. It will be removed from the new support packages list. It will come under the imported packages list. In case if it failed, it will come under the aborted support packages. If I click on display, see, I don't find anything over here. This is the good thing. You shouldn't find any packages here in the aborted support packages list. So either it should be in the new packages or in the imported support packages. So we have already imported your STPI. Okay, I have already imported STPI. Now what you can import, you can directly try to import all of this. For example, if I click on this last package of BW, for the SAP BW support, for SAP BW component, if I select the last support package and if I click on the calculate queue, see, can you see it has taken all the dependent packages. What are dependent packages? GW Foundation, SAP UI. I clicked on GW. I clicked on SAP BW. It has taken GW, SAP UI, SAP Basis, SAP ABA, SAP BW, all the dependent packages. It has calculated the queue. And while calculating the queue, all the packages which are dependent on this one, okay, SAP BW component support package 7.5503, all the packages which are called this on based on this one, it has uploaded, it has calculated the queue, it is giving you the import queue. So if you click on OK, all these packages will be put in the import queue, will be added in the import queue. Okay, do you want to add modification, adjustment, transfer to the queue? No. Okay, can you see now? It is now in the yellow phase, means it is not a queue initialized. You have initialized the queue, but it is not started yet. If you click on the display define, you can see all the packages will be imported in this queue. Oh, sorry, which all the support packages which have been added in this queue. Now you can click on import queue. Once you click on import queue, again the same thing will happen. You can either start it into foreground or you can also start it into background. Okay, it's up to you. You can click on the start options here, and you can also, for example, this one, the preparation, start in dialog, import one, you can continue in background, and you can click on continue in background immediately, clean up, continue in background immediately. You can click all this and you can click on OK. It will start the import. First, it will for the first preparation page, it will start in foreground. The reason is that in case if any warning message or in case of any error messages come, it will give you in the screen only itself. If you have put everything in the background, then you have to go in there and monitor the background job. So I will starting the first one in the start dialog and the others in the background. Okay, I can see over here preparation start in dialog. Import 1 continue in background, import 2 continue in background, and clean up continue in background. If I click on OK, it will start with the import phase, importing. So the first phase preparation, can you see, this is the thing which I was expecting. If I had started, if I put the preparation phase also in the background, I wouldn't have seen this screen. Okay, what is saying, the notes listed below contains corrections that are essential for correctly importing. So now what it is saying, to import this support package, I need to install this install this SAP notes. So what are the SAP notes? 3006279. Let me see. /o s note, open S note, back. Okay, go to upload SAP note. Let me check if I have those notes available. This PC downloads. This are for Fiori. Let me check if I have for reference S note. Okay, what are these S notes for? Okay, 3006279. So 3006279. No, I don't have it. 3006279. No, I don't have that node. I have to download that node. 3019529. 3019529. That also I don't have. So I think I don't have those nodes available. Okay, so we cannot, I think we'll have to download those SAP node first, install them, then only we can move ahead. So let me, I need to go, come back, I need to clean the import. I won't be able to delete the queue. Let me check if I can delete. I have not started it. Do you want to delete the OCS queue? Yes. Okay, so the queue has been cleared. I can go again in the new support packages, check something like maybe for example, GW Foundation. Let me check for GW. Okay, for that also you need GW Foundation, UI, SPI, SAP Basis. It needs SAP Basis. Okay, so this, I think we cannot put the, let me check if I can put it up to BW2. Let me see if I get this. Okay, again I'm getting, this is for SAP Basis 01. This is for 02. This is for 01. This is for 02. So no, you cannot move ahead before applying those SAP notes. So I think if you can just apply some packages which doesn't require any SAP notes. I think we can again install this one, STAPI Q. Okay, import. Ignore. And you can monitor it over here. Okay, so anybody having any questions now?
I have a question.
Yes.
If you go into the system status and we see the installed component,
okay,
that S4HANA, it's showing on premise. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So, but you have installed it on cloud. So why it is on premise?
See, actually, there is a misconception, not misconception. See, what I have installed. Now, see, what on-premise means
I was
you have
thinking it's,
installed.
yeah. Okay,
See,
I was thinking it is like on my computer, my own computer.
on-premise means you have the responsibility of maintaining that software. It is your responsibility. It is your headache. The same. Now, see, when I'm using the cloud, but see, what I'm using the cloud for. I'm not using the cloud for SAP services. I'm using the cloud for infrastructure services.
Okay.
Okay, see, for my data center, if I have my on-premise data center, so instead of hosting my own data center, what I'm doing, I'm using the services provided by the cloud provider, AWS, Amazon, and Google, whatever they are. So they are providing me IaaS, infrastructure as a service. So instead of having my own data center, I am using the data center service which is providing by them. Okay, so here what happens, only up till the system level, everything below that is provided by the cloud provider. Above that is my responsibility. Okay, for example, creating the VM, tuning the operating system, installing the database, installing the application server, maintaining everything is my responsibility. So that is the reason I'm using the on-premise version. For the cloud version, see, for the cloud version, SAP has its own cloud. You won't get any software for doing the installation. You will just get the user ID and password. You will get the SAP SAP logon, name, username, and password. You directly have to connect to the VPN. You have to open SAP Geo and connect to your SAP cloud.
So that is software as service.
Yes, that is software as a service.
Okay, so if it is IaaS, like infrastructure as a service, then it will be on-premise.
So it is actually, it is considered as on-premise only. Only thing is that instead of your own data center, you have shifted your data center on the cloud.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So see, what you are using is not, you are not using a cloud services. Sorry, not actually, it has become so jumbled up, so it becomes very
Yeah,
confusing
I
to
know. I
explain.
mean,
Okay.
okay, no problem. So
Ah.
I will read about it, because I was thinking it was my maybe misconception only. I thought if it is on cloud, then it will be like not on
No, see,
premise. It's on
everything is
cloud only.
same. What you are doing is that you are getting the cloud version also. Oh, sorry, I've just made a mistake. See, you are everything. Only thing is that you are getting the infrastructure provided by the cloud provider. You are not using your own infrastructure. After that, everything is same. You are installing the same software. You are installing the same thing. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay,
as
got
per
it. Yeah.
my understanding, I have gone through so much from the SAP portal. I have not found any software for SAP on cloud. Okay, for the software which you download, these are all for on cloud only. Sorry, on premise only.
Okay, okay. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, so I think we'll end it today. I will keep this running. Once it finish, I will close it, because I have a second class coming up at 6:30, so we cannot continue now. Maybe in the next class we'll try to have some more insight knowledge about, maybe like theoretical knowledge about the some upgrade and all this kind of, like, what is the
Yes, yes. I have
yes.
many questions about some
Uh-huh.
in next
We
class.
will
Yeah.
we'll have that in the, maybe in the next class, or maybe in the last class that I'm talking about the free or open class, where we can have some any additional topic that you want to have discussed and anything, we can have it in that class. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Anybody else having any query?
Now I'm dropping, huh? Bye bye.
Okay, yes, no problem. Okay, so I'm now closing the, ending the session.